Look how pretty this looks. My dirty 30 list. Right, time to sort out the coffee station. Whoops. I've left my Royal Mail sack always. And that is the timing. Let's get this dirty 30 underway. Hi there, welcome back to a new video. Before I start the intro of the proper intro, I just wanted to welcome you and just let you know that this is going to be a real cozy one today. We're going to start off super slow and relaxed before we kick into our dirty 30. So pop the kettle on and sit and enjoy, or pop it on and do a dirty 30 with me today, because I know lots of you love cleaning and organising alongside me too. Whatever it is you're doing today, I really hope that you enjoy this video. So we don't have breakfast together every day like this, but every now and then, maybe a few times a week, we do this. We both start work really early, and it's just a nice way to kind of break up the day and chat through the day and just have a little break. We don't take breaks like normal people do when they go to work. We don't take lunch breaks or anything like that. Usually we eat at our desk, but every now and then it's really nice to do this. And I just try and embrace this lovely new house that we live in, this new life that we have, and every now and then just really focus on slowing down and just enjoying. Hi there and welcome back to a new vlog. We're going to do some nice cozy home inspiration today. It's a bit grey outside and it doesn't feel like summer, so it's going to be a cozy one today. I do want to get a list of jobs done. I've been noticing things like certain areas are just looking like a bit tired and they need a bit of a spruce up. So I have written myself a dirty 30 list. We love a dirty 30, don't we? So I'm going to plough through those, but we've been taking it a little bit slowly this morning. It's been quite nice. Did get up super early and work, and I've done half an hour on the treadmill. So all those things are out the way. So I've been doing some home stuff now. I want to get something in the crock pot. That's next, so we're going to do that, and then I'm going to focus on work again. And when I've done some jobs that I really need to get done today, we're then going to plough through the dirty 30. So that's our workload today. Right, as the weather is a little bit on the rubbish side, I am going to make a chilli with a difference. Super quick chilli in the crock pot. It's really delicious, but it's a bit more of a lightweight summer chilli. So for this chilli, I've got chicken thighs, skinless, boneless. I've got this taco mixed beans from Lidl, which we love in tomato sauce, but you can just use any old beans. Chopped tomatoes, onion. I'm only doing this for two. Lots of garlic, pepper, my chosen vegetables today because I haven't really planned this. Frozen sweet corn, frozen green beans. You can literally put anything in this. I've done celery, cauliflower, broccoli, you name it. If you've got it, it can be thrown in. And then spices, the main ones are cumin, coriander, turmeric, cayenne pepper for a little bit of spice. And then I'm also adding onion and garlic in here as well, and some seasoning. Oh, and I'll do a splash of ketchup and brown sauce. Ketchup for the sweetness, brown sauce for the richness. pretty this looks. I'm such a visual person that things like this make me so, so happy. And chopped tomatoes. And then I am going to do about 2 teaspoons of onion powder. I won't go crazy on the cayenne pepper, just a bit of a shake. We have got garlic granules. Oh, they came out way too fast. I expected them to stick together like the onion. Turmeric, an overflowing teaspoon, coriander. There's probably about 2 teaspoons in there, and the same with the cumin. It's got a little bit stuck. There we go. Salt, pepper. I think there will actually be enough for 2 in here for us, so this is probably a good family of 4. Ketchup and some brown sauce, not too much. We use the Branston sauce, and then I will give it a good mix. If it feels too dry, you can add a little bit of water. Sometimes I rinse out half of the tin. I might actually do that. I'm going to take the taco beans, add some water to that, swish it around, probably about half, and add it to this just to make it a little bit juicier. There you go. So I've got about half in there of water. I'll add that in. You could even add more water, add a stock pot, and then you've got soup as well. Or what you could do is take out the chicken later with some of the beans and everything and the veggies, and then what's left, you could turn that into a soup. So actually, I might do that, and then we've got soup for another day. That would be quite nice. This smells so good, and it's not even on yet. Doesn't that look delicious? And I love the colours of this. Right, we're going to put the lid on, and I am going to put this on for, I think, 3 to 4 hours. So I've just wiped over the surfaces, slow cooker's on. I'm now going to work at my desk. I want to film a video, so I'm going to have a little crafty fix, and I will get back to the household stuff later. A few hours later, it is now 10 to 2. I've managed to get my journaling video done, so I'm pleased with that, and I've got this one on my desk next, so that's what I'm going to be working on next. I like to tidy one project away and then have the next one ready. The house smells so nice. I've just been and given that chili a stir. It's so delicious. It doesn't need any extra seasoning at all. It's got a nice bit of a kick to it, but I'm going to be adding natural yogurt with it because Aid doesn't really like too much of a spice. I think it's going to be so lovely. I'm so excited. Aid's on a Zoom call, so I stepped out of my office, or our office I should say, and I thought I can't properly edit. I need to edit that other video, but there's quite a lot going on in there, so it's the perfect time for me to step out and do something productive. I have made myself my Dirty 30 list. A few of you have said you hadn't heard of it before. I made it up a few years ago. I used to do power hours. I used to watch a lot of like cleaning channels. They do a power hour, perfect when you've got little kids. And then I started just wanting to do a smaller fix, so I created a Dirty 30. So it's something I used to do back when the kids were small. On my list, these are all jobs, not just your normal cleaning. These are jobs that I want to do that aren't the everyday things, or not for me anyway. They might be for you. Everyone's different. I want to strip my countertops. I want to clean them properly. It's like around where the salt and pepper is, that type of thing. It's just all a bit, it just needs a bit of a proper wipe, not just your normal wipe over. I want things removed and wipe. I want to do my coffee stand as well. That needs a good wipe over. I want to clean my windowsills because we have a lot of plants. They get a little bit bitty and that, so I want to clean those. Skirting boards all need doing. They all need a really good dust. And I'll tell you something else I've noticed. I'm going to add that to my list actually. The umbrella pot is full of cobwebs. I noticed that the other day. I tried blowing them. They didn't come off. So umbrella stand. Do you know what I mean? It's things like that that aren't your everyday cleaning. I did want to put the mini vac around. We still haven't got a name for him. Nothing seems to just click. Mini vac sounds all right actually, doesn't it? Wanted to put him around and he was on 5% charge. I hadn't charged him, so he's been charging today. He can go around and do his thing, and then I'm going to mop afterwards. I am loving the mini vac. I really do. Lots of you saying that you love yours too. So yeah, dinner's on. That's good. Actually, I can cross dinner off because that was on my list as well. Right, I am going to go and do countertops first, I think. Let's get those done, and the coffee stand. Let's get this dirty 30 underway. Right, I am going to put the timer on. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a challenge you're doing with yourself. So if it goes over, it's not the end of the world. The only reason I'm actually doing this with a timer is so I don't end up doing something else, because I am terrible for that. I really am. I'll start something and actually see something else and end up doing something else and completely forget what I was actually doing. So let's do the stopwatch. So first thing I am going to do is clear the countertops. This is what I was talking about, sort of like removing bits and pieces like this to clean away, but I actually want to move at the back and give all this a proper wipe down. The oven can get properly wiped down as well. Got a few little chives there. Things that you wipe sometimes and they get missed. So all this can come out. I haven't moved like the chopping boards from here for a while, so it'd be good to just dust all the back. This is all a bit dusty along here, as you can see. So I give all that a good clear out. I'm still using the winter sieve. I think it smells amazing. I really love it. So I'm going to be using this damp cloth, and let's set the alarm. I know I'm not going to get it done in the 30 minutes, but if I get it all done, that's absolutely fine. Start. On a run from my given disaster, speed away from the holy mind, pride. That's where I never thought it would matter. It's funny really, doing these dirty 30s have really changed how I clean things. I'm always changing up my cleaning routines and different ways I do things. I don't really have a routine, I just kind of dip in and out and do things as and when. But I do a proper clean like at the weekend and Monday mornings, just so it's all fresh and ready to go for the week. But then these kind of like extra jobs, I find it works really, really well, having that list and focusing on a few jobs at a time. And it sounds silly, but having the timer really, really works for me. And like I said, you're racing against yourself at the end of the day. So if you run over, it's absolutely fine. But for me personally, it keeps me on track. It stops me picking up the phone and having a chat. It stops me from checking my Instagram or checking emails or getting involved in other things. You know what it's like sometimes you might tidy up a desk and suddenly you're reorganizing drawers. I find by doing the dirty 30, that doesn't happen. It keeps me focused. So if you haven't tried it before, give it a go. It really, really does work. That's where I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on. I used to get the kids involved with dirty 30s as well, or at least having the timer on. It makes it really fun to do with them as well. Everyone has their own little list. Kids love ticking things off a list, don't they? And just to get everyone going, put music on and get everyone doing their own little jobs. If they've got like rooms to tidy, time them. There's something about a timer or turning anything into a game. I think that's the thing here. Turning it into a game makes it seem less of a chore and actually more fun. Maybe that's where all this has come from. I spent years and years turning everything into a game. Having had child number 2 that was very, very difficult. We found lots of ways for distraction and lots of things turned into games to try and make them more fun. My biggest thing was going food shopping. I managed to turn that into a game as well. Back then we didn't really have food deliverers. He's 22 now, so I had no choice but to take them with me. I work for myself, so I didn't really like going food shopping during the day because that was my very valuable work time. But turning it into a game, I gave them each their shopping lists. When he was tiny, before he could read, I would actually draw foods. So like things like bananas, do you know what I mean? Things that are like cakes that are easy to draw and that they can recognize peas, that kind of thing. And the kids would look out for them on their list, and they would have tick off lists as well. Holly was able to read, so she was able to do hers. And then you start comparing prices, weighing fruit and veg, and everything turns into a game. Kids as well, when they're food shopping, they like to put things into the basket. So by doing this, you're keeping them focused. They're playing their game. You're getting your shopping done. They're not pestering for things that aren't on their list because they're so focused on their list. Again, it's just something that really worked for me. It really did. It was a massive game changer, turning all these things into games.
Born over a fault line, bad teeth and worse habits, high heels in a trailer. If you want it, you should have it.
What's your favourite kitchen cleaner that you're using at the moment? I really do love this Cif. I was recommended to use Cif before we moved from a friend who also had quartz work surface, and she said this was really good, and it does really get things off the work surface, so I'm really pleased with that. I was told not to use a lot of like antibacterial sprays, that they're not the best to use. I do love my Mrs. Myers, but I tend to keep that for other surfaces. But the Cif, I call it Jif before. It used to be called Jif, didn't it? The Cif, I love this winter scent. It's so, I don't know how to describe it. It's not like it's cinnamon or something, but it's got a warmth and it just smells so nice. So we did buy up quite a few of them in Home Bargains, because that's the problem when you've got a favourite seasonal scent, you can't get it all year round. So definitely, if you've got a favourite scent and it's seasonal, stock up before you can't buy them anymore. Rearranging this eucalyptus was not on my list, just to be clear, but it's been bugging me for ages. It's massive. So I've been meaning to sort of trim it down just a little bit. I really like it. I wanted something to fill that white gap on the wall, and it does that, but it's just a bit too big. So I thought I'd tear a few branches off, poke them into the jar. It's not my forever jar. I really fancy like a green glass jug or something like that. But I've been looking out in charity shops. I'm yet to find one that I was going to say that I like. I haven't even found one yet. But you know when you've got something in mind. So that's what I'm looking out for at the moment. Right, time to sort out the coffee station. Because it is used for coffee, it gets covered in coffee, and it obviously collects dust as well. And to be honest, I have not stripped this out since just after Christmas. It is definitely in need of a clean. I love my little coffee stand. I've had it for quite a long time. It's from IKEA. I think it cost £15, and they still sell them, I believe. and I like changing it up throughout the different seasons. I haven't actually done like a spring summer theme on it actually. I cleaned it up after Christmas, took all the Christmassy bits off, and I've let it be. I might actually do an autumnal one actually when we get back from the States. That would be quite nice, and then change it up for Christmas again. Yeah, I've kind of skipped spring and summer with it this year. I think it's just been a lot going on with the house. Do any of you have a little coffee stand that you like to kind of like decorate or create, or do you have seasonal decor in your home as well that you like to change up?
Wanting for an answer to this tired out complaint. I get in my own way. 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 I get in my own way.
The mini vac is somewhere. I can hear him. I can't see him. Oh, he's down there doing his thing. Work surfaces are all lovely and clean, and the windowsill there as well. Let's go and sort these cobwebs out. And I am going to do the skirting boards as well. Right, let's get that. And the dust. And the skirting board behind as well. And I'm going to go ahead and answer this question because it's one question I get loads whenever I use my orange duster. Where did I get it from? Can you have the link for it on Amazon? Unfortunately, I haven't actually seen it anywhere. It was a guy that knocked on our door, goodness knows how many years ago. You know when somebody is just trying to pick themselves back up, they've got, I don't know if you still get these, they would show a card and they just had a few products that they were selling and they made the money on the items that they were selling. And I was trying to do a good deed. I saw this and thought, oh, I haven't seen one of those before. Paid a tenner for it. And yeah, and I bought it. I haven't seen it. I do have an extendable duster that I bought from Poundland, but it's just quite small in comparison, and this is really, really good down the backs of radiators and just doing like the stairway here. It's so handy, and the orange bit comes off, goes in the washing machine. But no, I'm really sorry, I haven't actually seen these for sale anywhere else. I've rushed around doing all the skirting boards. I did some above the door frames, but not all of them. I'm going to quickly clean the windowsills now. Yeah, they really do get messy around the plants.
When you're way too humble, might be overzealous, getting you in trouble. 'Cause I'm a little bit unsteady, even a little bit mad. Might be a disaster, or just the best you've ever had. Or just the best you've ever had. 'Cause I'm a little bit unsteady, even a little bit mad. Might be a disaster. I'm with you, I feel different.
Look at the view
Like I'm brand
from
new.
our dressing area. The garage there.
Still it feels just like I'm waiting
It's really beautiful.
for something better.
Oops. I've left my Royal Mail sack out. Try to vacuum that up. I wonder how you start that again. Oh, there we go. Thank you. It looks a bit wobbly now. And that is the timing I am going to cross off windowsills. Slow cooker's on. That's not bad going. And I will mop when he's finished. He does have a mop. You can mop with him as well, but we don't feel comfortable doing that with the Cardine floors. I don't think you're supposed to. I know you're not allowed to use a steam mop on them, so we've decided not to, just to play it safe. But yeah, no, I'm pleased with that. It is now time. I can actually, Aid's off his call. I can go and edit my video, let him do his thing, and then I can mop. When you're doing your cleans though, definitely do things like your windowsills and your countertops and all that before you do your vacuuming. Otherwise you're just left with crumbs on the floor again. Cannot wait for that chili. It just smells so good. No matter where I am in the house, I can smell it. Really, really good. Oh, and I need to shred the chicken as well. I put in the whole pieces, but I'm going to shred it just before we eat it. Right, leave this little guy to do his thing. And I am going back in the office to edit.
Wait a second. I wanna stay up late with my
Another reason I love doing these Dirty 30s so much is that I feel accomplished. I feel like I get lots done, and it's in such a short period of time. And I'm still able to kind of like work. I can do it in between my work jobs, which really helps. I'm always about the juggle, you know that. I'm always trying to do so many things at the same time. So I find this works really, really well for me. It's something you could do daily. You could even do a quick 10 or 15 minute pickup and just go around. You know what it's like when you've got little ones as well, when you've got things all over the place, or for me, messy husbands who leaves things all over the place. That's another story though, isn't it? But definitely try the timer thing and see if it works for you. I really hope you've enjoyed this video today.
or just the best you've ever had. Or just the best you've ever had. Cause I'm a little bit unsteady, even a little bit mad. Might be an assessor. Or just the best you've ever had.
And a few hours later, we've been out, picked up something from Facebook Marketplace. We've got completely rained on. It's now 7 o'clock in the evening, and I am finally dishing up. Done. Ate some rice. I'm going rice free, and I have shredded the chicken. Doesn't that look good? Doesn't this look delicious? I've got a bit of fat-free natural yogurt, a little bit of cheese, and a few little crumpled up tortilla crisps as well.
Even a little bit mad. Might be an assessor. Or just the best you've ever had.